Hi, this is Dr. Mitchell Yass, welcoming you to my tribe, Living Pain Free, on the Future Focus Health Network. I'd like you to see the tribe as your tribe. It's your opportunity to get the information you need to be able to live a pain free, fully functional life. The information that will be provided here is based on theoretical, clinical, and scientific evidence that I have developed over my 28 years diagnosing and treating pain utilizing the Yass method, a method that I developed after leaving physical therapy school. The reason I felt the need to develop the method was because during the process of being educated, I recognized that the educational system left me inept in my ability to diagnose and treat the cause of pain and other symptoms. Primarily, the problem lies in that the existing system feels that diagnostic tests such as x-rays and MRIs are the best way to identify the cause of pain. I have actually gone back in time to the days of Hippocrates and utilized the concept that pain is an indication of a tissue in distress. And the goal of identifying that tissue, the best way to do so is through the interpretation of the symptoms being experienced. There is a direct connection that a tissue creates symptoms, and the way to understand that tissue is to interpret those symptoms. Every tissue creates specific symptoms. So the great news is that over this past 28 years and thousands of people I've treated, I've been able to show that in more than 98% of cases, the cause of pain is muscular. The tissue in distress responsible for your symptoms is muscle. The problem with the existing system and the way you've probably been treated is the fact that diagnostic tests do not show muscular causes, whether it's weakness, imbalance, muscular deficits, strains, any of this type of stuff. It will not show up. And those that you're seeking care from are not educated or trained to identify them. In fact, each specialist is educated and trained to only understand one particular tissue, a neurologist, an orthopedist, a podiatrist, a rheumatologist. And as a result of that, if your symptoms fall outside that particular tissue, they have no alternative but to simply pigeonhole you into something that they're educated and trained to treat, which is why chronic pain exists at the level it does. Primarily, as it says right above my head, the reason for chronic pain is misdiagnosis. And it has to make sense to you that the reason you continue to have pain even after you've been treated is because the tissue in distress continues to remain in distress and therefore elicit its emergency distress signal of pain. So, this is an opportunity to understand how to utilize a method that is fully ingrained in science, all in theoretical, clinical, and scientific basis. It has been used over 28 years, and thousands of people who have been scheduled for surgeries, diagnosed with structural variations like herniated disc, stenosis, arthritis, meniscal tears, who were scheduled for surgeries for these, came to me. I was able to show that the tissue in distress was muscle, even though the structural variations were identified, and resolved their symptoms. I've also treated those who got those surgeries, did nothing to address the symptoms. Then they found out about me after having the surgeries, proved that the cause was muscle, and still was able to resolve their symptoms and achieve a full functional capacity. There are things you must understand that you simply never heard. That's what the tribe is all about, living pain free. It's providing you the information so that you could study it, understand it, and if it makes sense to you, incorporate it utilize it. That's what this is about. This is a one-stop shop where you get to learn about the theoretical basis about what causes pain or other symptoms, how the body works in terms of creating these symptoms, how to identify in the body what tissue is responsible for the symptoms, and if in fact it is muscular, which it is in more than 98% of cases, how to resolve those causes. I'm going to be providing various types of information. I'm going to have message boards. We'll probably end up with weekly opportunities for people to converse directly with me. The goal here is quite simple. I want anyone in the tribe to have the opportunity to be pain free. And I'm talking about not the opportunity to use a drug to mask your symptoms so you don't experience the symptom. I mean the ability to figure out what tissue is in distress, resolve the distress of that tissue so it no longer elicits the symptom of pain. If you have connected your symptoms with a deficit in function, you kind of are already on the path to knowing it's muscular. You just don't know what to do about it. And that's what this is all about. I am very, very excited to be a part of this network and to have this tribe. And I look forward to interacting with everybody and helping to explode the tribe, make the population grow to the point where everyone who's in pain has the ability to understand how to identify the cause of that pain, resolve the cause of that pain, and live the life they so justly deserve. For now, this is Dr. Mitchell Yass wishing you a pain free, fully functional life. Bye bye for now.